Welcome back to the Boot Tragedies. We're going to go through the Saints schedule. I'll kind of give my prediction on it. Now, fair warning. I'm going to give two predictions. One, I'm going to go with my mind. What the Saints have shown me, what these other teams have shown me. And the second one, I'm just going to go with my heart. I'm a fan at the end of the day. So I'll do both of those. Then we'll kind of go through the schedule game by game. And then y'all let me know what y'all think. So first game out of the gate, we got Carolina. We got Carolina out the gate. I'm going to just say that to win. This one I'm thinking, this first time we go through, I'm going to try to use some logic and things like that. I'm going to go with Carolina. I think that's a win. So you can count that as being 1-0 out the gate. At Dallas. Now, Dallas, you know, they like to collapse. They like to not show up in big games and things like that. But 12 o'clock game, home game for them. I think they'll beat us right there. I just don't think we have enough firepower on offense to keep up with them. I know they don't really have a running back. Running back situation is rocky over there. But I think the Saints, it'll be week 2 in Kubiak's system, in real game action. So I'm going to give the Cowboys the edge right there. Then we got a home game against Philly. And this where it's getting spooky. I mean, you got A.J. Brown coming to town with Devontae Smith, with Jalen Hurts, with a good offensive line, even though Kelsey retired, with a great defensive line against our offensive line, who's going to be the biggest question mark on this team. I'm just hoping we don't get blown out. I'm going to just be honest. So I got us 1-2 out the gate. This is me using logic. I think we go 1-2. Then we go into Atlanta on the road. They're going to be hyped to play us. That's going to be a tough game. I know we all hate the Falcons over here. But they got better. They got better this offseason. Obviously, they got Kirk Cousins. They kind of wasted a first-round pick, so their first-round pick won't help them this year as of now. So I think that's going to be a toss-up game, but I'm going to give the nod, to the Saints in that Week 4, move us to 2-2. And honestly, that's probably going to be a must-win game. Out the gate is going to be a must-win game. So I got us 2-2 after 4 weeks. Then we got at Kansas City. I mean, it's nothing else to say. Patrick Mahomes is going to dice our ass up. It's 2-3. It's simple as that. It's 2-3. Then you move on to Week 6. We got at home against Tampa Bay. That's going to be a really, really big game, divisional game. It's going to come back. These games that's early in the season that we lose, games that we should win, they always come back to hurt us in the end of the season. We got to get that game won. That's going to be a Monday night game. I mean, not a Monday night game. Sunday game, that Kansas City was a Monday night game. Oh, my God. We might get our ass kicked on national TV. Hey, if we do, maybe some people get fired. Hey, maybe we lose to Atlanta. Maybe we lose to Philly. Maybe we lose to Dallas. Maybe Kansas City beat us by 40 and everybody's head start to roll. But hey, we're not doing that right now. I got us beating Tampa Bay. That puts us at 3-3. Now, home game against Denver. Sean Payton's return. You got rookie quarterback Bo Nix coming in the building. That should be a win. But if I know Sean Payton like I know Sean Payton, he does not want to lose that game. And then you top that off on, we play Monday night against Kansas City. It's going to be a tough game after playing Atlanta, which is a divisional game. Then you got to play Sunday night, so that's already 6 days. Then after you come play Sunday, now you got to play another Thursday game against Denver. That's 3 games. And that's a 10, 11-day stretch? I don't know what the NFL doing, but, that's kind of dumb. So I got us losing that game to Denver, unfortunately, which puts us back under 500 to 3-4. And this is where it gets spooky because now we go to the Chargers game. Obviously, they got Justin Herbert. They got a new coach in Harbaugh over there. I think we pull this game out just because I'm not confident in receiving core they have over there. Obviously, losing Keenan Allen. Didn't draft a rookie with that first-round pick. Going Joe Alt. I think we'll beat them. I think it's going to be a tough game. They're on the road. The Chargers don't really pull in a home crowd like that. But I think that moves us to 4-4 in the year. And then you got the good old Carolina game. Now, everything's telling me that we're going to beat Carolina, but we all know that the Saints struggle against Carolina on the road. Why? I don't know. It always happens. We always struggle against Carolina. I know it's a division game. I do have us winning this game, but it's going to be close. I do have us winning that game, putting the Saints at 5-4 on the year, which would be a really, really good first 9 games, as you asked me. Then I got the Atlanta game, another 12 o'clock game, November 10th. I think we should beat Atlanta. In that game. It's another home game, going to be another tough game. That puts us at 6-4 through 10 games. And if the Saints are at 6-4 through 10 games, that is a win. Then you got Cleveland. Now, that's going to be a tough game at home against Cleveland. I do give Cleveland the edge. Just think they have, better weapons, better offensive line, better defensive line. I'm gonna give Cleveland an edge right there, thinking logically, and that puts us at 6-5. Puts us at 6-5 on the year, going into the bye week. And I'm honestly, I wouldn't be upset with that because that means we're in the thick of things, we're in the hunt. Now we go to the Rams. I just think we're gonna get outcoached. I don't think the Rams roster is so much better than ours, but I think they're gonna outcoach the fuck out of us, like by a lot. And that will put us at 6-6 on the year because I got us losing that game to Giants in New York. It's going to be cold. Hopefully it's not snowing up there. I don't know if it's snowing in December already, but we should beat Daniel Jones. Malik Neighbors will go off because LSU guys always goes off on the Saints. So Malik Neighbors probably is going to have 160, 170 on us, but we'll beat the Giants. I want to say for certainly that'll put us at 7-6. Then Washington, Jay Daniels, I've already said if you're in our Discord, he's going to run for 180 on us, but we should be able to beat what? If we can't beat the Commanders, then, I mean, fuck. I mean, it just don't even matter at that point. I think that puts what, 8-6 right there through 14 games with 3 games left. That put us at 8-6. Then you got Green Bay. It's going to be a tough team in Green Bay. Playoff team from last year. Only going to be getting better. So got Jordan Love. Should have beat them. Never mind. We're not going to go back to that. But that Green Bay game, go on the road to play Green Bay. We'll see how that ends up. I got us losing that game. That puts us 8-7 through 15 games. 8-7 through 15 games, and now you have the Raiders coming to your town. Derek Carr revenge game. You know he's going to be ready for that game if he has a job by then. We got to play the Raiders. We should win that game. In my mind, the Raiders won't be playing for nothing in Week 16. Or Week 17, I guess, because it's new NFL extra game. And Week 17. The Raiders should not be playing for anything. Let's just be honest. They're not a good team. It took Brock Bowers. It's personal for me, too, because I really, really wanted Brock Bowers. Really, really wanted Brock Bowers. They picked him in front of us for no fucking reason. They didn't need a tight end. But I think we beat the Raiders right there. And that puts us at, what, that's 9-7, I believe. I got us beat, what, Carolina? That's 1. Atlanta, Tampa, Chargers, Carolina, Atlanta, 6. Giants, 7. Washington, 8. And, yeah, the Raiders, 9. So that puts us at 9-7 on the year. And then we get to Tampa Bay. And this is the one that's probably going to be for the division. Probably going to be the biggest game. And unfortunately, on the road against Tampa, I think we lose that game. Now, obviously, things will change. If that's for the division and things like that, maybe it changed. But I think we lose that game. This is me thinking logically. I don't want to lose to the Bucks, obviously. But I think we go 9-8. I think we go 9-8. Another 500 year. That's just kind of what Dennis Allen has shown us. So that's me thinking just logically. No bias attached. If I wasn't a Saints fan, if I was a betting man, I would bet the Saints to have between 8 wins and 10 wins, and I got us finished at 9-8. Now, let me put on my fan cap real quick. Now, let's do this over one more time. Let me put my fan cap on, and we're going to go through this quick. Don't want to draw this out. Carolina beating their ass, a dub, 20-point win. That's 1-0. Dallas, they're going to choke. Let's be honest. We're going to beat them. That's 2-0. Philadelphia, at home, I think we can take them. Jalen Hurts struggled last year. A.J. Brown's probably going to be crying by week 3. Lattimore's going to shut that down. I'm not too worried. Lost Jason Kelsey. That's 3-0. At Atlanta, you already know that's 4-0. Kansas City, I know I'm being a fan, but they beating us. Let's be real. Let's be real. That's 4-1. And then I think this is when Dennis Allen does what he does. He lose after he beats, lose to Kansas City at 4-1. We lose to Tampa. We lose to Denver. Now we're 4-3. We beat Carolina. Now we're 5-3. We beat Atlanta. Now we're 6-3. We beat Cleveland. Now we're 7-3. Then you go into the bye week, but Dennis Allen's fans, you're like, 7-3, going into a bye week, getting healthy, about to, give the Rams something new. No, we don't. So we're 7-4 because we don't do that anymore. Then you got the Giants 8-4, Washington 9-4. I think we could beat Green Bay. I think they're gonna have a setback year, in my opinion. What that puts us at 10-4 with 3 games left. You beat the Raiders. That's 12-4 actually, which is we're not going 12-4. And then you got Tampa. You got us at 13-4. We can lose to Kansas City, Tampa, Denver, and the Rams. And I got us going 13-4 with my fan head. 9-8 logically. Let's be in it. 9-8 logically. But if I'm gonna be a fan and just be stupid, I'll say 13-4. But I got us going 9-8 on the year with logic. Obviously, this is way too early. Obviously, man, we are nowhere near like where we gotta be. It's 90-man rosters right now. You got 5, 6 quarterbacks on the roster. Don't know who's gonna play what. You can remove this right here. Cedric Wilson starting for us. We in trouble. But anyways, and I like Cedric Wilson, but just not. He's not starting for us. Stop playing with us. So obviously it's a lot. It's a lot to go. A lot of spots, you know, to get worked out and things like that. A lot of jobs are going to be on the line. A lot of position battles are going to be on the line, especially on the offensive line. Don't know who's going to play where. So we'll see. We even got a fullback, you know, battle in the camp. We'll jump into all those things later. But that is my prediction for the Saints record this year, 9-8. If I'm using my brain, 13-4 if I'm being idiotic and being a super fan, which I am. So let me know what y'all think. The record will be in the comments below. As always, man, thank y'all for tuning in once again. As always, it's the Boo Tragedies. I'm out.